Ladies and gentlemen of the Paragon world, version 41 is inbound for tomorrow with Wraith, many fixes and a hero balance. A lot of them actually. Now I previously recorded this, but I found out that it was droning on forever and ever and ever. So I'm going to keep this brief. I'm going to skip all of the fixes because there's a load of them. So aside from Wraith and this emote here known as just don't, I'll add a little bit of a sound effect here.
So just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Again, I'm not going to go through all of the big fixes. I'm only going to go through the hero balancing and whatnot. So Deca has been given a small nerf. So her containment fence is now only a solid wall, which only her and her allies can pass through. It will also no longer apply a knockback, damage, or stun. Gideon's been given a small buff or nerf, whichever one of the two you want to call it. Instead of an initial pull for his black hole, it is now a steady pull. And the steady pull has been increased from 300 to 450 units every 35 seconds. I personally think this is good because Gideon, as of recently, is very weak right now. Grim has been given a small buff, mainly in his deflector shield because it now appropriately blocks shockwave, slow and damage. Kalari's been given a small nerf. Her Shadow Walk Fade audio will now be heard by enemies as well as allies. Chimera's Ambush will now only deal DOT damage instead of AoE damage upon landing, and the slow effect is now conditional upon the damage being dealt. Morigesh got hit hard with a very serious nerf. So her marked mana cost has been increased from 75, 85, 95 and 105 to 90, 95, 100 and 105. The hive damage per DOT tick has been reduced from 20, 32, 44 and 56 to 18, 28, 38 and 48. And the mana cost for hive has been increased from 80, 90, 100 and 110 to 100, 115, 130 and 145. However, Swarm's mana cost has been reduced from 100, 120, 140 and 160 to 80 at all levels. Phase also got hit quite badly, so her telekinetic link has been mainly nerfed quite a lot. So her cast range has been decreased from 1900 units to 1800 units. Her tether range has been decreased from 2500 units to 2200 units. The total health regen has been decreased from 60, 90, 100, 120 and 150 points to 48, 72, 96 and 120 points. However, the health regen has been increased from 2 seconds to 4 seconds. And her Psychic Flare blind has been, well, diminished as well. It is now from 1.5 to 2.5 and 3 seconds to 1.25, 1.5, 1.75 and 2 seconds. Revenant has been given a big nerf as well. So Obliterate now requires line of sight to lock on instead of, say, random. The base damage has been reduced from 120, 200, 280 and 360 to 115, 190, 265 and 340. And the card scanning has also been reduced from 1.4 for every card point used to 1.25. The mana cost has also been increased from 70, 75, 80 and 85 to 90, 105, 120 and 135. Scar has its mana cost increased from 40, 45, 50 and 55 to 50, 60, 70 and 80. Steel has been fixed a little bit, so his Ball Rush collision has been smoothed out and will now appropriately knock back enemies who are standing directly in front of Steel when the ability is activated. Wukong has been given a small nerf as well, so his Staff of Legend has been nerfed a fair bit. Only a Staff of Legend. The mana increase is now to 90 at all levels instead of 55, 60, 65 and 70 mana cost. The cooldown has been changed to 12 seconds at all levels instead of 14, 12, 10 and 8 seconds. And it no longer pushes or damages targets behind Wukong. And now for the only card change. So status gem has been changed. So it's now 6 card points instead of 5. And the cooldown has been increased from 45 seconds to 60 seconds. Now the AI in the bot matches, in the co-op and solo matches, the bots will now act more accordingly to their role. So you'll no longer find a jungler in the safe lane. And speaking of that, the difficulties have been renamed and stars will now change from 3 to 5 based on the difficulty selected. There's been PC shortcut key bindings for the emotes. Now it's Alt 1, Alt 2, Alt 3 and Alt 4. They've reshaped the spawn timer from a rhombus to a circle now, and a few tutorial fixes which I'm not going to go through again. However, here comes the list for the July monthly Megavolts. So let's begin. We have 2 new skins. We've got Monastic Rogue Kalari and Magma Scarab Grux, a gold loot crate key, 2 loot crate keys, 25,000 reputation, 5 card packs, 3 gold chests, 3 silver chests, 100 coins, 600 matrix, and 15 XP boost for 15 wins. And now, into the big loot crate update. So, we'll start off with Legendary. We've got Citrine and Solar Instructor Fame Mouse skins, and Gilded and Cobalt Polished Nobleborn Greystone skins in Legendary. We have a Wukong Mastery as an uncommon, and as a common, we've got 2 skins for Seraph. We have Blue and Jade default. For Wraith, it's Bronze and Onyx default. With ASRock, it's Lavender and Solar default. And for Gideon Scorch, it's Onyx and Tropic Fireball. You'll find the rest of the release notes in the description below. So thank you all so much for watching. I shall see you all with Wraith tomorrow. Goodbye.